Hi, welcome everyone to August New Moon Journey. My name is Monica Brown and my business is Moon Goddess Waters. It's August 2025 and we're in a black moon. So it's called a black moon because it's the only new moon in this month, which I guess is unique. Um, but when I think of it as an energetically as a black moon, what I think about is a blank slate, a canvas upon which to create. So while usually there's a lot of energy with new moons about introspection and kind of pulling forward, this new moon is about moving forward. So there's probably been some introspection if you're here with me before you ever arrived here so that we can start to create on your black, your blank, your canvas. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and get going. I want to make sure that you get the most bang here. Yeah, get it? Bang on your blank slate. So get yourself in a comfortable position. You don't have to be in a meditation position. You can if that's the place that takes you most quickly into that quiet spot. But if you want to kick back in a lounger, you want to lay down on the couch, whatever's going to work for you. And let's get going. So, I do want you to feel your bottom in whatever position you're in, like the backs of your thighs, so that you feel the comfort and the support of what's underneath you, right? When we feel safe and we feel supported, it is the easiest space in which to create the greatest things. Um, so we're going to start by creating that with our physical body. So feeling the backs of your legs. If your bottoms of your feet are touching something, I want you to feel the bottoms of your feet. And if they're not, just feel the palms of your feet. Just feel what that area feels like. There you go. And this can be eyes open or eyes closed. Eyes closed is easier to turn inward and tune into yourself. There you go. Shoulders, right? What do your shoulders feel? And if you're laying down, you'll feel them. Feel the support that's there. And if you're sitting up, I said shoulders and I immediately went into a stronger posture, and that might be what you find yourself doing, but be aware of your shoulders, right? It's part of your physical structure. Okay, and so here we're just gonna intend to turn inward. We're eventually gonna get to our canvas, but first we're going to get quiet and we're gonna tune in. And so just breathe. And if you were with me on the last full moon, we worked on like a full body breathing. If you remember that or that feels right, you can start to do that to really take your body at a cellular and molecular level to a state of calm. And if you weren't with us, that's okay. Just simply allow your body to breathe. In any place that you feel any tension, when your mind comes to it, you just let it go because you realize that there's some oxygen now from your breath going towards that location. And in this very cozy and supported spot, space that you're in, allow your body to begin to relax, almost as if you're moving towards sleep. There you go. Just keep breathing, relaxing, cuddling in. We're going to start with something simple to create. So you can imagine that you're surrounded in the color of black. And then I want you to think of some colors you really like and imagine lighting up the sky around you or this blackness around you with these colors. If you're an artist and you like to draw, you can draw. If you're not an artist, this isn't perfection. So just spill these colors, spread these colors in your mind. So you can fling them across the darkness. You can speckle them. You can pretend like you have a big paintbrush. Put some color all around you, your favorite colors, or the colors that feel good to you right now to do this with. And if you're not an artist, this may or may not look or feel or seem like a masterpiece to you at this moment, and that's okay. Just simply bringing some colors, some color that to you is nurturing and supportive, aesthetically pleasing, makes you feel good. That's what we're going for. And also to give you the opportunity to practice creating from scratch, right? This completely blank black canvas. Nice job. Okay. Now the colors that are there, allow the colors to coalesce in form. So whether that's a shape or an image, just have the intention that they coalesce into form of some sort that gives you inspiration, direction, an idea of your next best step. And for some of you, that will be, you'll see a symbol. For some of you, you might have the colors turn into words. For some of you, it will turn into form, meaning a 2 or 3 dimensional image. And just play with it and relax. I know we moved really quickly. You feel yourself getting tense. Just feel your body again, relax, and then go back into the darkness with all your beautiful colors. For those of you whose colors turn into symbols, that's still very powerful, even if it looks to be a very simple symbol. So as you are aware of your colors taking a form that inspires or guides you, represents your next best step. Intend to absorb that, the information that's there, even if it's not obvious, there is a great deal of information there to support you on your next step. So take it in. And when I say take it in, it could be a feeling sense of like breathing it in so that it's become part of you, or maybe the colors come in and the form comes into you and you are the form. This is a playful exercise for being given. So you can have fun with it. I know I feel like I'm even being really serious about this, but it's not that serious. And yet it is seriously really great information for you. And the more playful you are with this, the clearer, the better, and the more expansive the information is going to be. There you go. Let yourself play. Let yourself expand. Let yourself become unified with what you created with the color. Let it within you. You are it. You are that next step for yourself. You are that inspiration. You are that knowledge. And if that wasn't so easy for you, I want to give you a second way to go. So if you haven't been able to unify yourself with that, and you're still looking at it, or it seems very external and you're not part of it, pretend like you have some little magic dust and it gets sprayed towards your color and your form, and have that come to life. So you have a moving color, moving form, moving symbol. Um, there's movement, or have it come to music, right? A lot of people are really connected to music and sound. Have it come in that form, right? That that color can become music. Like if you've ever been to Bellagio in Vegas, right? And the water's spraying and there's colors running through the fountain, that's attuned to the music. So maybe you hear music, right? Let it be come to you your way, your next best step. Let it come your way. If you're a feeler, maybe that color is warm or cool or marshmallowy, or whatever those that would feel good to you. Let it come to you your way. Everyone receives information differently and more than one way. So if you've already kind of soaked it in, you can expand your knowledge, and the information is there that's there, and have more clarity by allowing the information to come in through additional human senses. There you go. Can tell everybody's doing really great work here. And you might have put a lot out there when we first did the color, and you might have a lot of information sitting there. So I want to guide you to do two different things. We're going to deduce into a simple, like singular word, singular form, so that it's very succinct and have better precision. And then we're going to also expand it again So you have greater explanation, because I know some people really want to know why. Why are we going to do this next? There's always a reason. And some people, it helps them to take the step if they know what the reason is. So feeling very connected to this color, this beautiful creation you have all around you on your what used to be your black slate, your clean slate, your next best step. I want you to get really quiet, and I want you to almost feel like your energy, you can still be aware of everything out there, but your energy gets really tight, like this column, like the core column that would go from above your head straight down the middle of your body and all the way down through the ground. Um, you could have it be your spinal column if that helps you, but there's this column that's your energy. So I need to turn in there. Why all of this is around you and you're aware of both at the same time. There you go. So it's like this awareness here and a loose awareness to your external. Ooh, okay. And so I'm seeing like all of that information go right down the top of the head, right? Everything you created into you. So that there's a deeper, greater understanding of your next best step. We're going to intend that there's greater precision and understanding and comfort taking the step. And we can assimilate the step so that it is enjoyable. Even hard steps, you can find something to enjoy within them, even the really hard ones. So let's allow that to be. And then I'm going to ask you, and you could write it with your hands, you can feel it in your body, you can see it as a word. Like if you were to deduce it down to a simple, tiny first step or a directional marker, what would that be? And let it come to you, because all that energy is flowing through you of what you created and acknowledge as your first step. And if you get a symbol, that's it. Just remember the symbol. Sometimes symbols are more powerful than words. There you go. I know this is like extra advanced tonight, the way that we're being guided through this. Yeah, I know symbols. Symbols are very powerful. We all know what to do when we see a stop sign, right? You don't have to think about it. So that's why a symbol is powerful. It goes right past your thinking brain and goes into that part of you that knows what you need to do. So if what you got is a symbol with this piece, a symbol with this piece, that is the simplification. Okay, so now we're going to go the other direction. You've got this column, and you can allow it to spread and spread and spread so that you're surrounded in it, however big you can do it, however big you can be aware of it and let it become. There you go. Very nice. In this expanded version, this one step that you're being given as your next best step, asked to be shown or to see or to feel or to know or to hear more information around it. Maybe it's where it takes you. Maybe it's what it relieves from you. Maybe it's how it's going to support you long term, even if you can't see it. Maybe it's just comfort. But allow yourself to have a sense of the expansion around this initial first step that you've been given, or that you've become aware of. There you go. Getting a sense that some of you are like, oh, yeah, there you go. That's right. That's why. That feels good. And some of you aren't liking this. I can feel it in some of your tummies. So take a deep breath all the way down to your tummy. And then feel your body and all that support. And then set intention for yourself. If you're one of the ones that's like, it's a little crunchy, that first steps can be easy. I know, your mind doesn't want to think so. First steps, ease can be found within a first step. Ease can be found within a first step. I'm safe in knowing what my first step is. And I can trust, I know this one's hard too, that within that first step, I'll know the next, and the next, and the next. And the song that's in my head is put one step in front of the other from one of the really old-timey Christmas tunes. Okay, that brought some relaxation into your body, which is really important. Okay, so I want to bring your awareness back to what you've seen, what you've heard, what you've become aware of, and what you've felt about your next best step that you shot out into the universe during this process onto that new moon, right? And where that creation is. You should be, and I would expect you to be more attuned to it, closer to it, more comfortable with it, and for it to be a little bit easier to draw to you if it requires something external from yourself. And so if you still have this really expanded around you, whatever that is, image, music about your first step, breathe it in. And then slowly bring that shape into, I'm going to say, into the size that is appropriate for you right now, and into the size that's appropriate to you when we end this journey, so that it is exactly where it needs to be and you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, so feel your backs of your legs if you're laying down, your bottom if you're sitting, your palms of your feet, your soles of your feet. if you have them on the ground. Start to feel the edges of your body. And if you've got your eyes closed, then I recommend rubbing your hands together to warm them up a little bit, putting them over your eyes, opening your eyes, and then spreading your fingers slowly to let some light in, and then slowly pulling your hands away so that you don't shock your systems. Because everybody feels like they're in a really, really relaxed space. I gotta high five you all because that was quick. It was a very advanced process. I haven't been guided to do such an advanced pathway in a very long time. So you all are amazing. You did great work, and I am looking forward to the full moon so we can see where your first steps took you, and where the full energy of the full moon leads us thereafter. Feel free to leave me a note or send me an email. Look forward to seeing you for the full moon. Monica Brown with Moon Goddess Waters. You can find me online and any of the socials, Moon Goddess Waters. Google me, you'll find me that way. And then bliss-soul, BLISS-SOUL.com is my main website. So, woo, happy first steps, happy new beginning. See you later.